Let's talk about that for a second. There weren't too many people that would have expected a 31-9, let's just call it what it is, a beatdown over the Chiefs. You guys win the Super Bowl, and you guys win it in grand fashion. How confident were you going into this game with Coach Arians, your offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich, that you guys had the right game plan to do what you did?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we were very confident. If you listen to all the stuff that the Chiefs and all of their defensive players were talking about throughout the week, like they were confident in their game plan and basically sticking to what they did the first time. They got after us in the first half in the last game, but we knew that that wasn't us, and we fixed that in the second half. So going into this, going to a Super Bowl, we're like, we got the right game plan. We know they're going to blitz. We know they're going to play man. Let's go out there and let's match up one-on-one and let's see who wins. And we always like our matchup.
Listen, I have a Tom Brady question, Chris, but let's talk about that lighting fixture you got going on there.
Talk about it.
Little classic, little modern. Mm-hmm. You got the candlesticks and the geometric figures right there. I'm liking that. Maybe you have a future in interior decorating once your playing days are over. But there's no denying the impact that Tom Brady has had on the organization. Obviously you were a productive player before he joined the team, but how has playing with him impacted your growth as one of the top receivers in the game here?
Man, it's been so great just having Tom. He's such a pro. And obviously, I think it's unquestionable at this point. He's the greatest of all time. So just being there and being a part of this whole process and watching him, learn some new guys and learn how to figure out how to win in a different area. It was so impressive. And just like being me, like a young player and ascending player, trying to be a sponge to all the knowledge that he has, just watching him prepare, watching his attention to detail throughout the weeks of practice. And, even going to the Super Bowl, he texts us the morning of the game at like 9 a.m. like, hey guys, one last thing. It's like those types of attention to detail that really make him great.
No doubt. And the things that make Bruce Arians great is his candor. Bruce is always loose, but then during your boat parade, BA was real loose. He said multiple times he wants to bring the whole team back for a 2021 run. During the parade, he said to you specifically, your ass ain't going nowhere either. And that was BA as you guys are celebrating. So, Chris, we'd love to hear that. You're scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent this offseason. You got aspirations of going for 2, as you say. How are we going to keep the whole band together? What do you say?
Man, that would be great, man. Obviously, it would be very key to keep the whole team together. The main guys together to come back so we can run it back. But we understand what's going on, and BA is a great coach, and the organization is a great organization. So I'm confident that they'll figure it out. But I love it here, man. I love Tampa, and I got a real good bond with my dogs on the team, and now we locked in forever.
Chris, you and I talked in August, and I remember being like, dude, why did you give Tom Brady your jersey number? Like, why would you give him number 12? I don't think you should do that now. It's like, oh, yeah, maybe, yeah, that probably worked out pretty well for you. You were now a Super Bowl champion wearing that 14 out there. And I'm looking at, your year, what happened leading to this moment of you being on the field where you shared just an incredible moment with your fiance after the Super Bowl. NFL Films captured it. I'm not even sure if you've seen this. Let's take a look.
Let's go! Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can't feel my legs.
This is crazy. Hey.
Let's lay on the confetti.
We're the best in the world. Okay, let's go. Hey. This is wow.
Oh my
God. Chris, honestly, this is my favorite bit of video we have from the Super Bowl. It is so pure and so genuine. Take me through this moment.
Yeah, wow. Like you said, it was such a pure moment, and I think the best thing is that that's really who we are, at home. Mariah, she's my best friend, been that way for going on 10 years now. And she's seen me, at my lowest points, been there through it all. She knows everything that I put into this game and I put into my craft and how much I wanted to win the Super Bowl. It's been, one of my life goals. And so just, knowing that she's been there with me from the beginning and all that we've been through to this point, being able to share that moment with her on the field was so surreal. And that's something that we have forever now, and it's so dope seeing the great response that we're getting from the video that we didn't even know it was going to be taken. So we're grateful that the league was able to capture that. Man, that's such a blessing. And this whole situation is such a blessing. It's so surreal.
Now let's talk about that parade.
Okay.
You went from that moment where you share that very sincere interaction between you and your lady, and then we see you guys on the boats, which Kyle Brandt said yesterday on the show, we should never have a parade on the streets again. You guys forever changed the game, trendsetters in that way. But there was a moment where it got a little dicey. Brady knows how to throw a dime on the field, but he tossed the Lombardi in the air. Now, what was everybody thinking? Did you see it or did you hear about it? Were you paying attention? What was going through your mind when all that went down?
Now, I saw it happening. I didn't think he was really going to throw the trophy. I'm not going to lie. This is Mariah's story, and she's right behind me. And I'm like, they're like, he's about to throw the Lombardi. I'm like, there's no way he's going to throw it. And we're getting closer and closer. I'm like, yo, Mike, I'm like, we got to get over there in case they drop this or something. Like, the Lombardi cannot go in the river. I'm like, somebody's going to go dive in if it does. But we got some boys with some good hands on that, and they snagged it. So shout out to my dogs.
All right, so listen, the Lombardi doesn't go into the water, but something else very important did. Now, we love Scotty Miller here. We love that he's just a little cocky, he's cool, he makes big plays, and he's fast and everything. But there's no way he has the best hands on the team, dude, because apparently he dropped your phone into the water during the parade. What happened here? This is an absolute tragedy.
Man, that was an epic moment, man. And honestly, it made the whole memory a lot better. But I gotta throw my boy Scotty a little bit of bell here. So look, we're on top of the boat, on the front of the boat, and it's a little wobbly, right? So I thought Scotty was gonna fall into the water, and I brought my phone out because I was about to go live, and I feel him about to fall, so I go to stop him, and his back hit the phone out of my hand, and I watched it fall in. I'm looking at the police officers that are right next to us, and everybody's like, "Oh!" I'm like, "No, not oh! Can somebody get my phone?" And then it dove way too fast, man. But it was over for as soon as it hit the water.
All right, so Scotty didn't drop it. You fumbled it, basically. Is what you're saying?
I wouldn't use those words, but it wasn't all Scotty's fault.
All right.
It's all right. Between Scotty and my phone.
Yeah, it's all right.
Beautiful.
You guys had a lot of, how should I say it, Gatorade in your system. Yeah, so,
that's right.
Your equilibrium might have been off. That's it right there. But listen,
a lot of
Chris,
Gatorade.
A lot of Gatorade. Shout out to Gatorade. Like I said in the commercial break when we were off camera, as a wide receiver, I've seen the work that you put in, and I've seen you fighting through injuries. I've seen you literally limp on and off the field to get through a game. Guys like you truly deserve everything that you're receiving. So along with this Super Bowl and now being a world champ, I hope you receive the money that you deserve because you worked your butt off for it. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Y'all stay safe.
You too, man. Good job, man.
Thank you so much. Super Bowl champion Chris Godwin. We've got Will Silva on the West Coast with the news. So, yes, you can